Hello, welcome. Um, I decided to bring in the new year a little bit differently. I usually don't do world predictions or, these kinds of things. So I thought, um, let me bring in the new year with hopefully some good predictions and some encouragement because I already know this is going to be a crazy year. And the reason it's going to be crazy is because the old systems are breaking down and we're used to those systems, and new things are coming in and we're not used to that. So it's going to be a little bit traumatic, but it's going to work itself out in the end. But I know there's like so many talented tarot card readers out there, and they put their 2 cents on what they think 2025 is going to be. And I thought, I should do the same thing too. I should throw my things in there also, and see how it is, see how it pans out. So what I did before this video, because I was thinking about, like, was I going to do a live or was I just going to film it and edit it, but I'm too tired to edit. um, so I just thought, let me just do this like live really quick. I don't have to edit anything and throw my predictions out there. So so what I did was I had already got a few predictions down from within my own intuition. I didn't channel any entities or anything like that. I just reached myself, my higher self, and already wrote down a couple of predictions. So what I wanted to do in the live was I wanted to go off of my predictions and pull some cards and see if we can get a little bit more details in my predictions. So yeah, that's how I wanted to kind of do this whole thing. All right, so what I want to do before I get into my predictions is I wanted to pull cards for what would be the archetype of 2025, and I also wanted to pull a few cards for what was going to be our top lessons and challenges of 2025 with my decks. So let me change. All right, so you can get me and then get the cards. All right, so we're going to first do what the archetype is going to be for 2025. I'm finally using these cards, finally. All right, so this should be interesting. What would be the archetype for 2025? Let's see. So the archetype for 2025 is going to be Lord, and it came out for the shadow attribute, Jesus. Oh, I got 2 cards. Wow. Okay. Got Seeker, thirst for wisdom, truth wherever they are. And the shadow attribute is the inability to commit to a path once found. So that's interesting, and this card kind of came in that. So inability to commit to a path. So I wonder if, like, people are going to see the truth but not be able to commit to changing it. Maybe that could be it. And then the light attribute would be helping those in need with no expectation of return. And then the shadow attribute is acting innocent to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with an angelic guidance. So I wonder if we're gonna there's going to be a light on a lot of, I don't know, maybe fake psychics, fake gurus, fake whatever. That would be interesting. All right, so our attributes for, or archetypes, sorry, not attributes, our archetypes for 2025 is going to be the seeker and the angel. All right, interesting. All right, what are going to be our top lessons for 2025? Our top lessons for 2025. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Top lessons for 20. Perseverance. Oof. Courage. And empathy. Check. Let me tell you, when these cards read you, they be reading you. When these cards read you, they read you. Everything we gonna need in 2025. All right. So at the top we have the archetype of what 2025 is gonna be, which is gonna be that angel and the seeker, right? And then our top lessons that we're gonna have to learn in 2025 would have to be perseverance. We're gonna have to commit this to 2025, 2026, 2020 something, girl, because I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So that's perseverance. Courage. I find inner strength to face fear with confidence. And then we got empathy, which we are lacking a lot of in society, but I'm happy this card hopped out. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. So having empathy for, people and people who are not your race. But anyways, yeah, brilliant cards. I love it. All right, so let's get into the predictions and seeing if we can get some more details on what I already had. Some more details of what I already had. So, all right, so. Okay, so my list. So my first 2025 prediction was there'll be more of a psychological warfare between China and, well, not between China, I'm sorry. It'll be a more psychological warfare from China and Russia, directed towards us Americans. And then I seen that America is just going to make more threats to everyone, just yapping and making more threats. So let's see if we can get any more details on that psychological warfare and what are the ways like it could come to us. So hold on, because I wanted to get out messy decks for 2025. So all right, so let's see, what is the types of psychological warfare that can be placed upon us from China and Russia. Let's see. And sorry, I tend to read cards a bit differently. I tend to read them like in a movie kind of a format. So Yeah, if you don't understand how I read it, that's pretty much kind of like how I read it, and I kind of connect the dots. So let's see, this, that, psychological warfare. Okay, secure, yeah. Backstabbing, falling apart, and so right off the bat, I kind of felt like the psychological warfare that they will try to play or send to the U.S. would be through everything, like through media, through I'm getting more of like a writing, like articles, um, media, news, things like that. They're gonna try and they're like thinking about ways to make it even more difficult for us. I'm even seeing like through technology, they'll try to brainwash us in some way. But what they're really trying to do through the media and through everything, they're gonna try to find ways to rage bait it in a way to where it could be like it pokes fun at our insecurities, or it takes our insecurities and turn it around and weaponize it against us and make us fear it and make us fight each other. I'm also getting for the Four of Swords is like they're doing it to put us like psychologically kind of like to sleep, and kind of psychologically to sleep. With the Three of Wands, I'm getting, with the Three of Wands and the Four of Cups, I'm getting that this is from kind of like a mental perspective where we kind of just shut down and not believe in anything, or not believe the actual truth that's out there, or actually believe the factual information that's out there. Like it's some kind of way to make us like shut down and not believe anything or receive help or whatever, right? And then they can run off with the Knight of Swords. They can run off in the back and like, you know, do whatever they want to us, pretty much. Do whatever they're planning on doing. I also see too there could be even things where they could act like they're being so nice to us and so welcoming and they're willing to help, but then they don't really like us, you know, or bad mouthing us in their press and we don't see it. Things like that. Like I'm seeing a lot of that. The whole betrayal, backstabbing thing, yeah. Like, oh, we're cool people, yeah, yeah, yeah. But behind our back, they're like talking about us and think we're dumb and stupid. So a lot of that would be going on in 2025. So watch what you're consuming in the media. That's all my advice is. Um, okay. So my next prediction was there will be no physical wars in 2025. So I'm thinking that the war comes to an end some way. Whatever wars they have is going to come to an end some way, and there's not going to be a lot of like physical wars. There's only going to be psychological wars. So that was my second. I don't think I need to pull cards for that one. And then for my third prediction was the trading in America, right? So I had gotten that pretty much some of our trading deals is ruined. And what came up was Mexico, that trading deal with Mexico, like us trading with Mexico, that would be completely ruined in 2025. So let's take a sneak peek on our trading deal with Mexico in 2025. Mexico, this, and then that. Okay. I've kind of got the same cards in different format. Yeah, so it's ruined. Mexico Four of Cups. They don't want anything to do with us. They don't want nothing to do with us. We're gonna be waiting on the sidelines, waiting for them to want to do something with us, but they're done. This is like the taking the rest, I'm done kind of a card, and they are moving on to trade with other people and do other things. I wonder what else. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be quick movement. Oh, they're gonna cut us off quick. Yeah, they're gonna be on to bigger and better. Yeah, they're done. That's gonna be ruined for 2025. They're gonna be done with us. So don't be surprised if you see like the announcement in the media that we completely ruin trade with them. So, and then my other prediction was that some deals we're really going to have to struggle to bargain with because we can't lose that. So Canada and Denmark came up, and we're going to have to really struggle and try to talk and have a lot of negotiations with that, because it's not looking good right now with all the threats towards them. Then there will be new trade deals around the world with Spain had came up, UK, who else came up? And some South American countries that we sparked up new trade agreements with. And that is going to shift kind of like the dynamic of the success in certain countries and areas in the world because of that. So I have that. I don't know a question that I can ask the cards to give me more details on that one, but that's what I had. My fourth one was the rich versus poor thing, where there's going to be lots of infighting with the rich for 2025, and I really wanted to see what that looked like. So let's see. My cards up. What is the rich infighting going to look like? Let's see. Right. Because it looks like they realize they messed up and they have to come together in some sort of way to get what they want. Yeah. That's what it looks like. It looks like they know they kind of messed up and they're going to have to unite to try to get what they want. Let's see. Yeah. Bank failure. This ties into my next prediction. Getting played, manipulated, lies, and control. Yep. Recording an announcement and expression of revealing. Ooh. Setting the record straight and watching Ish go down and enjoying the gossip. Yes. Let's see. All right, so for the rich infighting, so it looks like they're going to be fighting about the money. So this goes into my next prediction, which was the poor is going to do something that the rich is not counting on. Okay? So once the poor do their thing, right, and it has something to do with money, so maybe the poor isn't going to invest in certain things, maybe a lot of boycotting, could be something like that, but something about the money, right? Because we have the next card of getting played with manipulation, lies, and control. So that King of Cups could be representing the head of a rich family or something like that, or could be like the leadership of the rich. And like I said, this ties into something the poor is going to do that the rich is not counting on. They're going to end up playing themselves. Yeah. And I think with the recording and the expression and the revealing, there are more truths that are going to come out in 2025 against the rich. Like more truths, more things are going to come out where it's really going to infuriate the poor, but the rich are going to regret that's what's coming out, and they're going to regret that this is what they look like, to the public. But I really think like a lot of stuff, a lot of truths, people are going to be catching on to what the rich do and how they make themselves richer, and they're just going to get all caught up in it. And then like this with the sun setting the record straight, I feel like the rich is gonna have to come together and not fight so much. I really think that watching the ish go down, that's us poor people watching the rich fight each other. That's what I really think. I think it's gonna come to a point to where us poor people are gonna enjoy watching the rich fight each other, and then the rich are going to try to look for ways to band together and get more money, or try to get some more, or make sure their money's stable, because they already have enough money. They're just trying to make sure that their money is stable and they can maintain control. That's pretty much what it is. But yeah, but that is my second prediction, that the poor is going to do something the rich isn't counting on. And my other prediction was, and I heard this so clear, it says that the rich has been warned. So, all right. Okay, so My next thing is going to be, what was my next prediction? Sorry, I got my list over all the way over here. Education. So education is going to be the next one. So my first prediction with education was that education was not going to be that easily dismantled. So I wanted to see what was going to be going on with education in 2025. What was going to be going on? Yeah, because I got like the Department of Education was not going to easily be dismantled. That the government was going to fight to try to keep it in some way, and then there were going to be laws and there's going to be laws and policies. Like, since I can't say that word tonight, laws and policies where they were going to put in place so that it can't be, the Department of Education can't be easily tinkered with like it is right now. It can't be easily dismantled or anything. It can be solid, built, nobody can touch it. But yeah, let me see what the cards have to say if we got any more details. Department, yep. Death, rebirth. That Five of Pentacles card left out in the cold is giving me two things. It's giving me the funding probably is going to get pulled from it, where a lot of the funding is. And then the second thing is like, you know, schools shutting down. Yeah, a lot of worries behind that. It's not going to look good for them. It's not going to look good. Yeah, that Nine of Swords is that stress, that anxiety, like, okay, where my kids are gonna go. The Six of Swords is like, you know, moving away from something, or probably moving away from the old ways. The Knight of Swords could be that government, could be the government, yeah, wanting to strengthen, looking for ways to strengthen, and then finally getting what they want because they're going to try to fight it. Alright, so let's see. Ooh, got caution. What else is going to go on? My education for 2025. Let's see. Ooh, it's going to be a lot of anger around that, which I've seen that. I've seen that there's going to be a lot of anger around schools closing down, and that it's really, really, really going to make people start protesting and going to the streets. It's going to be a lot of protesting this year. A lot of protests. Management running away. Copycat. Caution, running away. Copycat. Depression. Don't want to hear it. Yeah, so I feel as though basically them shutting down them shutting down the Department of Education, shutting down the funds to, specially funded things in education. It's going to spark a lot of anger, anxiety. We got depression. And a lot of people are not going to want to hear the excuses of why you voted for this, why you put this in place to get this shut down. Swords, Six of Swords, want to run away. Yeah, some people are probably going to try to move to get into better schools or to get to other schools. They don't want to hear the excuses of, oh, well, you guys voted this in and this, that, and the other, and that this is what you want. They're not going to want to hear that. But as I said, as I predicted before, the government will try to step in and fight the closures. Will try to step in. That high priestess is like, the high priestess with that copycat is giving me the whole, they're going to try to use a certain strategy, as I said, to put more laws and policies in place to offset the damage that's been done. And you have that Four of Wands, that celebration. Yeah, they're going to try to put things in place to offset the damage that's been done, because people are not going to have it when it comes to education. Ooh, look at this bottom of the deck. Yeah, no. They're gonna, parents gonna be on these streets, kids gonna be on these streets. When y'all see them news coverages of people out there, come back to this reading, because I already know this is gonna do it. This is gonna start it. All right, so I have a prediction with the collective, right? I have a collective message, which was my collective message was basically, it's going to be, the collective is dividing into two, right? The collective is dividing into two. They're dividing into kind of like two worlds, kind of like, how Dolores Canning had that whole, the shift, and things are going into two worlds, right? So we're in that right now. And 2025 is really going to put you in that, because what my intuition showed me was like, the people who want to stay on the old ways are going to be on this side, and the people who want progression are going to be on this side. And you're going to start seeing things get further and further and further apart, where you don't see the people or talk to the people that are still want to do the old way. And you're going to be meeting more people who think like you, have the same mindset, want the progression, want the want life to evolve. So that was shown to me as one of the predictions with what the collective is going to be looking like. And it's already kind of really happening now with this whole, the Democrats and then the Republicans and then families are not talking to each other anymore because of the whole moral issues, like, you believe in this, I don't really believe in that, so we're not having Christmas dinner, so that's already getting played out and shown. It's just gonna get even, I don't even want to say worse, it's just gonna get even more intense, because like, it's starting off with family dinners and holidays, but then it's gonna go to birthdays, it's gonna go to barbecues, and people are just going to be splitting in two. So that's going to be interesting to see more of. Probably more TikToks, more videos, more stories talking about that. All right, so going into think I'm gonna do these two predictions in one. Going into how to advice on how to deal with Donald Trump. I don't know why my intuition wanted people to know that, but we're gonna try to do this thing positively. So the advice on how to deal with Donald, which was don't watch no media. Don't watch any of the U.S. corporate media news. Go to news sources that are independent and report the news in non-biased ways. And also there was advice on to keep watching world news or European news because they will accurately tell about like what the US is actually doing. But our media is not going to tell anybody what America is actually doing. So my intuition was like, find you like a very honest, non-biased media source and focus on that and keep your eye on European or world news. I also got was focus on yourself for 2025. Focus on building yourself, focus on building your businesses, your whatever that you're building to make you feel more secure in life or more secure financially, whatever that is. Focus more on that than the chaos that's about to go on around you. Don't let it distract you. Focus more on that. Yeah, let me get some more cards and get some more advice on how we gonna deal and how we gonna get through this, child. Like, how we gonna deal, what we gonna do. But yeah, it's all about self-improvement, focusing on yourself, focusing on what you want to build. So let's see. I guess those are the cards I wanted to come out, child. They pop right out my hand. Hold on. Ground yourself. Let's see. You know what? Forget this. I'm not about to go get them cards. They're like all the way under my desk. All right, so I retrieved two. So we have Father's Love, Ground Yourself. What other advice we have for 2025? What we need to be doing? This is the advice on how we dealing with Donald Trump craziness in 2025 and just the craziness around us in general in 2025. So this would be the advice. All right, so we have that, Father's Love, Ground Yourself. What else do we have? We have relationships, focus on relationships, focus on your belief. Right, and then my last two cards, I'll do Be Proud and Caregiver. So yeah. So the Father's Love, principle tapped in. I wonder if this has to do something with healing your wounds. Or healing your child wounds. I think healing, again, focusing on yourself, focusing on healing yourself. I think there will be a lot of things in 2025 that will be hitting our childhood wounds that we really need to heal. Then my other card was ground yourself, which was being distracted, unfocused, tired, irritated, impatient are all signs that you're ungrounded. Now is the time to become centered. Allow spirit to help you ground yourself and reconnect to the source. So that goes along with what my intuition was saying. Like, focus on you for 2025. Focus on yourself. Focus on cleansing yourself. Focus on building an inner peace. Focus on building a strong inner peace within yourself. Focus on building strong strength within yourself, because there's a lot of things that we're going to witness that's going to make us scared and rock us and shake us. But if we can develop a strong sense of self, then we will be able to persevere and get through it, because that is one of our big lessons in 2025 is perseverance. The relationship card is relationships are just the mirrors of our own images of our own life, how you feel and treat yourself, as well as how you react and respond to different situations and people around you. Be aware that every relationship is an opportunity for soul growth, but I wanted to point out the whole how you react and respond to different situations and people around you is a mirror to how you treat yourself, right? So I feel as though there's such great opportunities for you to sit back and watch things play out and then reflect on how you're feeling about those things. Like, if it's provoking fear in you, then why? Why do you have this fear? What is it about that thing that is making you feel like your life is unstable, out of control? You know, I want to say, like, for example, for me, right? So when I go down my algorithm or my timeline and I see a whole bunch of messages about money and save it, don't spend it, and we're going to run out of money and we're running out of benefits and running out of that, right? And so I kind of take a step back and I'm like, okay, this is to promote fear. This is to promote and keep on saying, hey, you know, it must be true. We're running out of money. There's not enough money. And then I had to take a step back and be like, okay, well, we know this is an illusion. This is not true. We're going to go back to our spiritual teachings and say, hey, we are the ones with the power. I can manifest this, this, and this, and this, even through a time of chaos, because I am the one that's in control. God is with me. God will always provide a way. So there's no need in being scared about these things, right? So I have to kind of like take a step back and undo my beliefs. Well, what about my belief that's making me scared? Well, you know, I believe that, you know, the outside world controls my money, so I need to go scramble and go do this. You know, it's just, you got to kind of like check yourself with that. And like I said, it's going to be a good time where you could sit back and reflect on those things. Belief, again, tied with what I was just going on and on about. The force that works through your soul, determining what's possible or impossible, the difference between success or failure. Above all, who you are is the power of your beliefs. So, again, tying into what I was saying, your beliefs make your reality pretty much. So if you believe that this is scarce and you're not going to get it, or this is impossible and this is not going to go through, then you're going to manifest and create the reality where that is true. So you really got to kind of like watch your beliefs and monitor your beliefs, especially when you're seeing all of these things play out. Especially the belief about, oh, you know, the rich really controls everything and they're in power. The rich don't have to be in power and they don't have to control everything if you stop giving your power over to them. if you start seeing the game for what it is and start seeing the illusions, if you stop playing the game, then they don't have any more power. But we are trained to believe that they do, and we don't check those beliefs. So it's a lot of, we have to check our beliefs in 2025. It's a lot of that. And it's a lot of rearranging of beliefs because of all of the truth bombs and everything that's going to come out over how we thought the world was operating. So, I have the be proud. It's time to celebrate all that you achieved, all that you are, and all that you will become. Once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you achieved and to be proud. So sometimes you're going to have to step back and be grateful for the things that you do have, even though 2025 might play into the mind games of we're losing everything is lost. So take a step back and just remember just to be thankful for the things you do have. You still have your job, you still have a roof over your head, you still have food to eat. Just be thankful of the little things that you do have. And then I have caregiver. We are with you. The spirit is on its way of recognizing the care and love you provide to others, especially at the end of their lives. Just as you receive care and love at the start of your life, caregivers often focus on all their attention on their loved ones and often neglect their own concerns and well-being in the process. So again, that message of not being too swindled away by caring too much about what happens in the world, and start taking care of yourself in 2025 will be hard, but sit back with that and be like, why is this hard? Like, start questioning the beliefs. Why is it hard? Why do I feel this is hard? So yeah, people probably think like, how do you stay so positive through all of that? Because I stay positive through crazy stuff because I tend to see the bigger picture of things. I see the illusion in the game for what it is. And at the end of the day, I know for a fact, like, they don't have power over me unless I give it to them. So I just feel like if I can keep my mind on the bigger picture that's happening and knowing that, like, no, we're not alone. Our minds and our beliefs are our powerhouse. And if I could change my behavior, I can influence other people to change their behavior, and we do not have to keep on playing into the grand scheme of things that's keeping us under control and feeling powerless. So that's pretty much how I stay optimistic through crazy times, is because of that. I keep my eye on the end game, like on the bigger picture, on, okay, we're going through this because the world needs to evolve. The collective consciousness needs to evolve. Things need to change, and there can't be change without chaos, because people don't want to let go what's familiar to them. And I mean, like, I'm still human. I still get scared about what I see. I still get scared. I still get very, very sad about the things I see going on in the world. But then I do what I tell you guys to do. I just take a step back and I look at the bigger picture, and I'm just like, even though this is uncomfortable, it's scary, but it's something that needs to happen for change to go forward, for the bigger picture, for people to get shaken awake and change their attitudes or their action towards things. So as long as I could keep my eye and focus on the bigger picture, the less I can become scared and feel powerless about all the crazy stuff that's going on in the world. Because I do find it very strange and peculiar that, like, all the governments in the world all at the same time are going through some sort of crazy change or crazy implosion within the party, or some kind of protest going on. Like, everything around the world is like going on at the same time, And that just makes me feel like, okay, something is trying to change. Something is trying to change, and I can't sit and be scared of it and hide underneath the covers. I have to keep my focus on the bigger picture. Something has to change. Everything has to evolve. Everything is always moving. So you can only do the same stuff for so much for so long. All right, my last topic, and I'm getting off of here, and then me and everybody can enjoy food and New Year's Eve. All right. I think I'm not done. I think I have to go to my other channel and do my K-pop stuff, but I felt like this was more important to do so people can watch this back, but whatever. All right, so last topic. Aliens and UFOs. Come on, aliens and UFOs. I had set up a whole third channel to talk about aliens and UFOs, but I'm probably going to ditch that channel. I'm probably going to ditch that channel and put everything on this channel since I got a good following. I'm starting to grow more of a community here. More people are starting to follow me. I started putting more of my focus on this channel. So I think I might just do all my UFO and all my world stuff on here. So yeah, that's probably going to be the new move in 2025. And I'm probably going to be focused on this more because I just need to do something normal for 2025 since nothing else is going to probably be normal. But yeah, so aliens. So my prediction was aliens are not ready right now to show themselves to people. They're not ready to like fully show their bodies and their whole race and sit down and talk to people. They're not ready for that. I don't even think that we're really ready for that because we're too focused on our chaos. So they're not ready to show themselves to humans, but they are willing to show more of their UFOs in their ships. So I wanted to do a reading on that and put cards on that and see if we can get any more details on what they're willing to do in 2025. So I had got that. I got they're willing to show more ships, and then I had got we should see more UFO sightings. Some of it's going to be theirs, some of it's not going to be theirs, probably military stuff, but they are going to show more of their ships. So more UFO sightings will be coming out in 2025. It's going to be chaos. Jesus. All right, so sorry, I had to make sure it shuffled pretty good. Let's see, opportunity. Look at that, us looking up at the stars. Yeah, and they're gonna be pushed more into the forefront. I feel like there's probably gonna be even more disclosures coming up with them. I wanted to get some other cards. I also, I forgot that more aliens are going to be communicating with people that they're already communicating with, through like the channelers and stuff. like through the channelers, like through people who are already talking to them, having encounters with them. They'll, I think there'll be more of them reaching out to those people and talking even more with them. There might be even new people coming out talking more about their encounters and stuff with them. Um, with the Lovers card, I'm really feeling like they're telling us that, hey, we're not alone. We're not alone. Yeah, the Wands thing is just like more exposure on them, more of them showing themselves to us through, the ships and stuff. Let's see. Patience, and then yes, so I'm feeling like with them is like they're saying like we have all of the things that we need to like really talk to them. We have all the things that we need to talk to them. I'm not sure what this material harvest is about. Yeah, I'm not getting how the material harvest fit into anything. The patience is having patience with them, like the whole encounters with them to see them physically is going to take some time, and to have patience with that. So right now in 2025 it's just going to be us getting used to seeing them in the sky flying around, right? So I think that's the first stage, is us getting used to it, and to be patient that they slowly are going to come and show themselves. With the crown chakra, again, that telepathic kind of communication, like I was saying, like they're going to reach out to more channelers and stuff to let them know, like, hey, we come in peace, we're fine, we're okay, we got you guys, you know. And yeah, that throat chakra is more communication. Also, I feel like you're going to hear more things about the UFOs and the aliens through the media too. It's going to be a lot more stories on that than usual. Yeah, some kind of triumph, victory, and success, and then accelerated motion at night as you see the shooting star. Again, I think there's gonna be a lot of UFO sightings, and we already know they're there. And us constantly seeing them in the night sky, constantly having, the encounters with them is really gonna transform our minds and have us thinking like in different ways, and being more accepting to seeing them. So that can open up the pathway to them showing up physically in front of us, and us talking to them and communicating with them publicly, not just privately with just military, but like with the general public, more to speak. Because we already know they're talking with the military. We already know. They're flying in and out talking to the military, we know. But they're not really showing themselves in the average everyday public. But that will be coming in small, like, waves. Like right now, they're just trying to get us used to even seeing them flying around in our airspace. So that's what's going to be happening in 2025. So that concludes all my predictions. That's all I had in the for the alien stuff. What else I wanted to say about the alien stuff? I think that's it. Like, they're just gonna be talking more to the people that they're already talking to, and even new people who are open to communicating with them. My only thing is this: just be careful with certain alien beings or races you're talking to, because again, some are benevolent races or beings and some are not. And they could be telling you things to influence you to go down a certain timeline that might not benefit you. So I'm just saying, like, just be careful and have like a practice where if you feel like you're talking to them and you want to channel and you want to do this stuff, have a certain practice where you can protect yourself, and also have a practice where you're constantly asking them, are you of love and light? Are you a loving entity? And most times they'll, they have to be honest. Or if you're even feeling like something's not right here, just say, I don't consent. I don't consent to you talking to me. And then, because they can't interfere with our free will. They can't interfere with our free will at all. So and we do have the power to say yes or no if we want to talk to them or not. So just because they're aliens don't mean they're more powerful than us. They still have laws to live by. But yeah. So that's all I have. I'm anxious to see what's gonna happen in 2025, because like this is my first like predictions I've done on this channel. I usually don't do readings like this. I try to stay out of politics and stuff and world stuff. But I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to do something different this year, open back up and talk more about me, and everybody can know the kind of readings that I do. But yeah, this should be interesting. We're gonna see what comes true, what doesn't. So everyone, party it up, have a great time. Have a great new year, everybody. Happy New Year. All right, may love and light be with you all. Everybody, please stay safe. And yeah, I'll be talking to you guys later when I do my free little reading lives. All right. Okay, Happy New Year's, everyone. Bye.